Iowa Governor Terry Branstad told U.S. lawmakers Tuesday that his 32-year friendship with China's president would have its limits if he's confirmed as U.S. ambassador to China.
The fact that the leader of China calls us an old friend doesn't mean that I'm going to be at all reluctant or bashful about bringing up issues where we think they have not been fair.
Over the years, Branstad and President Xi Jinping have met face-to-face at least 6 times, according to Branstad's office. The governor has organized numerous trade trips to China. On Capitol Hill, Branstad pledged to advocate for U.S. intellectual property protections, hold Beijing accountable at the World Trade Organization, and stand up for U.S. steel producers. U.S. President Donald Trump has ordered an investigation into Chinese steel and aluminum subsidies.
I want to do everything I can to make sure that we stop the unfair and illegal activities that we've seen from China in the steel industry.
But as tensions mount on the Korean peninsula, Branstad's approach to deterring Pyongyang's nuclear program also came under scrutiny. For the most part, he stuck to broad tactics to address what he called a threat to humankind. But Branstad said he would support secondary sanctions on Chinese entities if he thinks Beijing isn't sufficiently pressuring the DPRK. And he agreed military intervention should be avoided.
We don't need a second Korean War.
No.
That's for sure.
We don't. We need their
help.
help, and I don't think they want a war over this either. They don't want a bunch of refugees from North Korea pouring into China.
As America's longest-serving state governor, Branstad told lawmakers he had resolved major differences over trade with Chinese officials in the past, increasing exports of Iowa soybeans from 1/3 to nearly half of the state's output. He pledged to bring his earnest, common-sense approach to the job of representing U.S. interests at the highest levels in Beijing.
I want to, as an old friend, I tell him where I think they're falling short and the kind of things that need to be addressed, including these human rights, intellectual property rights, and other things. So I hope that I can be an effective spokesman for America and for challenging some of the policies that we think are really going in the wrong direction.
Beijing has welcomed the nomination of Governor Terry Branstad to be the next U.S. ambassador to China, calling him an old friend. Branstad has been similarly welcomed by both parties in the U.S. Congress and is expected to be confirmed by the U.S. Senate and installed in Beijing as early as June. Jessica Stone, CGTN, Washington.